Today, I will tackle about central tendency. Central tendency, these are the mean, median, and mode. The terms mean, median, and mode describe properties of statistical distribution. Let's start with ungrouped data of mean. The mean or arithmetic average is the most widely used measure of central tendency. It is calculated by adding a series of scores and then dividing the sum by the number of scores, and is represented by the formula. Mean is equals to summation of x over n, where x is equals to mean and summation of x and number of scores. For example, a researcher collects data on the ages of recipients of doctoral degree in science and engineering, and his study yields the following: 37, 37, 24, 28, 43, 44, 36, 41, 33, and 27. By determining the average of the recipients, we must use formula of mean, which is mean is equals to summation of x over n. Add all the ages of recipients, which is 350, and then find the n, which is the 10. Then mean is equals to 350 divided by 10, so mean is equals to 35. Therefore, the average of the recipients is 35. Next is the median. The median, it is determined by arranging the scores in order of size and counting up or down to the midpoint of set of scores. Note, if the number of scores is even, the median will be halfway between the two scores in the middle. When the number is odd, we can identify directly the median score. Median formula. Median is equals to n plus 1 divided 2. Variate when n is odd. Same example. By determining the median, we must arrange the ages in order counting up or down. In our example, it is even, so we must add the two scores in the middle and divide it by 2, which is the 36 plus 37 is equals to 73, and then divided by 2 is equals to 36.5. Next is the mode. The mode is simply the most frequent in the set and is determined by inspection. A set of scores with two modes is called bimodal, and if there are three modes, it is trimodal. By determining the mode, we only find the repeating number, which is 37. So the mode is 37. Let's proceed to group data. First is the mean. Here are the formulas of sample mean and population mean are. Mean is equals to summation of fx over n. This is the sample mean. And the population mean is mu is equals to summation of fx over n. For example, the record of 21 people in a 100-meter race is summarized in the given frequency table. Time in seconds, it is given, and also the frequency is given. Next, we must find the class mark, which is 53, 58, 63, and 68. We need to find the f times x. 2 times 53 equals to 106, 7 times 58 equals to 406, 8 times 63 equals to 504, 4 times 68 equals 272. And next, solve the mean. So the summation of x is equals to 1288, and the n is equals to 21. So 1288 divide 21 is equals to 61.33. That's our mean. Median. The class which contains the median value has to be determined first, and the position of the median within the class interval is determined by interpolation. Formula of group median. Median is equals to lower class 1 plus bracket then n over 2 minus less than CFM over FM bracket and class interval. Same example, and then Copy the time in seconds, frequency, and the class mark. And next, we must proceed to cumulative frequency or the CF. So in finding the CF, copy the smallest frequency and next add the second frequency and so on. So first, copy the 2, then 2 plus 7 is equals to 9, 9 plus 8 is equals to 17, 17 plus 4 is equals to 21. Lowercase 1 is equals to 60.5, n is equals to 21, interval is equals to 5, and less than CFM is equals to 9. In solving the median, first we need to solve inside the bracket. So 21 divide 2 minus 9 and divide 8 and equals to 0.94, and then add to 60.5 is equals to 61.44. Our median is 61.44. Mode. The highest frequency from a frequency distribution, the mode can be obtained from the formula. Mode is equals to lowercase 1 plus open bracket d1 over d1 plus d2 close bracket times interval. It's the same example, then copy the time and the frequency. Lowercase 1 is equals to 60.5, d1 is equals to 1, d2 is equals to 4, and I is equals to 5. In solving the mode, first, we need to solve inside the bracket. 1 divide 1 plus 4 times 5 is equals to 1. Add 60.5 is equals to 61.5. This is our mode. Next is solving the quartile, the decile, and the percentile. First, we need to find the quartile. We have a given here the age and the frequency. The formula of quartile is equals to QK is equals to L plus Kn over 4 minus less than CFL over FC times interval. We need to add a column for the LCB, which is the lowercase base. So to get LCB, we need to subtract lower limit by 0.5. 10 minus 0.5 is equals to 9.5. 13 minus 0.5 is equals to 0.5. 16 minus 0.5 is equals to 15.5. 19 minus 0.5 is equals to 18.5. And 22 minus 0.5 is equals to 21.5. Next, add column for less than CF. In finding the CF, we must copy the smallest frequency and next add the second frequency and so on. So copy the 5, then 5 plus 8 is equals to 13, 13 plus 5 is equals to 18, 18 plus 10 is equals to 28, 28 plus 2 is equals to 30. To find the lowercase, we need to find QC, which is quartile class, is equals to Kn over 4. K is equivalent to 1. N is equals to 30 divided 4. So 30 divided 4 is equals to 7.5. The 7.5 is in between the 5 and the 13. So our L is equals to 12.5 plus open parenthesis 7.5 minus 5 divide 8 times 3. 3 is our interval. 7.5 minus 5 is equals to 2.5. 2.5 times 3 is equals to 7.5, and divided by 8 is equals to 0.9375 plus 12.5 is equals to 13.44. Quartile 1 approximately 13.44. So therefore 25% of the data is lesser than 13.44. Next is decile. Same example, then copy the table, the age, frequency, LCV, and less than CF. We need to find the D3 And the formula of Decile is dk is equals to L plus open parenthesis kn over 10 minus less than CFL over FC close parenthesis times I. In solving the Decile first, we need to find the DC is equals to kn is over 10. Then the key is 3 and the n is 30 over 10 is equals to 90 over 10 equals to 9th. The 9th is in between 5 and 13. Substitute the numbers, so the L is equals to 12.5 plus open parenthesis 9 minus 5 over 8 close parenthesis times 3. 9 minus 5 is equals to 4. Then 4 over 8 times 3 is equals to 12 over 8. Then 12 over 8 in small term is equals to 3 divided 2. Then plus 12.5, so is equals to 14. Day 3, approximately 14. Therefore, 30% of the data is lesser than 14. Lastly, the percentile. Then same example, copy the age, frequency, LCV, and less than CF. Percentile formula is PK is equals to L plus open parenthesis kn over 100 minus less than CFL over FC close parenthesis times I. So we must find P20. First in solving is PC is equals to kn over 100. The key is 20 and the n is 30 over 100. So 20 times 30 is equals to 600 over 100 is equals to 6. The 6 is in between 5 and 13. Then substitute the numbers. So P20 is equals to 12.5 plus open parenthesis 6 minus 5 over 8 close parenthesis times 3. 6 minus 5 is equals to 1. Then 1/8 times 3 is equals to 3/8. Then add 12.5 is equals to 12.88. P20 approximately 12.88. Therefore, 20% of the data is lesser than 12.88.